Let me show you how this go with Veho. Look at this damn line. And this is, and it's so foggy you can't even see, but all the way down there, like way the hell over there is where you go in for the damn warehouse. So they got me in it for real today. It's crazy! It's crazy! But I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna stay in this damn line. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna make this video short. I'm talking about the line is still the same. Still the same. People still out here waiting in this long line. This line is crazy. Oh my gosh, this line is crazy. This line is crazy, people. This line is crazy. Oh, wow. Drop the beat. What's up, everybody? It's Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the Honest Content Foundation. Welcome back as we talk about this side hustle gig life that a lot of artists have to do. You know, I'm thinking I might have to like create an actual name for when I do this type of content. Funny thing is, I hope not to be doing it that much longer, because I know my YouTube gonna get monetized, right? Because you're gonna hit that subscription button, and then you know you're gonna like the video, and then when you do it, like 10 other people gonna do it, and before I know it, oh damn, I'm officially a full-time YouTuber. Like, I can do this. I can literally live the dream and get rid of all these boxes in my car. You know what I'm saying? Delivering folks groceries and all that other stuff that I have to do. Like, yeah, but in the meantime, between time, let me tell y'all about this Veho. Here's the update, the catch up, the what it's been, the what it is, what it ain't, and what it's gonna be like about Veho. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. So first and foremost, let me say, of the apps that I do and that I use, and I usually don't even like to mention the names of things unless it's helping me somehow with my bottom line, but this is the get by, literally the get by gigs, plural. Thank goodness I can say plural, and thank goodness I have a vehicle that works and I can do this. Okay, but this is my other app, but it's becoming my #1 app. I also do deliveries for Wally World. Okay, they have a thing that, you know, if you start a fire, you need to have a spark. Okay, there you go. That's that. So look that up if you need to know about what that is, right? So I've been doing that one longer, and I know the ups and downs and all around with the sparky side of things. You see what I'm saying? The sparky side of things gonna have you waiting sometimes and debating if the order ever even gonna come out on a busy weekend, like I did literally just the other day. It was like that. I mean, weekends are crazy for anything, and this is still the weekend. This is a Sunday, by the way. But on Saturday, I'm waiting, and it's one of those where I just know this order ain't gonna come out. It's to the point where I know it's sparky. I'm saying sparky, y'all know it's sparky. But that's just my way of, you know, not giving so much credit to this thing. But yo, when I tell you, I just wait sometimes, and I know it's not gonna come out, but you do get paid a little, like chump change. It's like for every 10 minutes that goes by and the order hasn't come out, you might get, like, depending on the size of the order and where you had to go. They got their own way of calculating how much you're gonna get. But it's like, might be $4, might be $8, might be, I've seen a little bit over 10. I've seen $13. Like, but that's when you really done put in, you done waited for an hour or something. But we're not trying to, the hell with that. My time waiting is just as valuable as delivery time. In some ways more, because I could be doing something else. And I just happen to be stuck being patient with y'all, because it was like this order I'm talking about was like a $47 order. Yeah, I wanted that, you know, for less than 2 hours, a little bit less than 2 hours. So, you know, you got to make a decision when you're dealing with apps like that. Like, yo, I can't keep messing with an app like that. I got to find something that's more stable. The reality of all these apps is none of them are completely stable, but some of them are more stable in certain ways. So enter, okay? This is not an advertisement by no means. By no means. I just want y'all to know what it is, because if it's in your area, it might be worth considering, right? As one of your side hustles, or main hustle, whatever you got to do, right? Just keep it on point. So I basically was on a waiting list you want to go back to my first video, I talk about the process of getting on with this company, Veho, or whatever. And you will more than likely be on a waiting list. If you're in Atlanta, you're definitely going to be on a waiting list. It's more and more popular because the word is out that if you do this type of stuff, hell, it pays a little better than most of the other ones. But here's the catches, because ain't nothing perfect. You understand? Everything comes with a catch. Number one, when I first started, I came on a day where it's not, I don't remember what day that was I started, but it was not the most busy day. So I literally thought, because people don't know a lot about it, and the company is only 4 years old in Atlanta, I think it started in 2016, I was told. You know, I thought, okay, cool, this is that low-key one, it's got good pay, don't nobody really know about it. All right, this gonna be in and out every time I come over here. You know, I'm creating this mythology in my mind about how it's gonna really be going to this warehouse and getting these boxes and getting these packages and just the way it's gonna be. I mean, everything's gonna generally be in a box or in one of these, you know what I'm saying? And you see them numbers I done put on the side? That is very important. Let me just say that right now. The most important thing you need to bring with you if you do get it, if you get on, and this is with any of these kind of gigs, all right, if you're doing a route where you got multiple stops and everything, and they have a number system, this right here is the most important thing in addition to your phone you have to have, along with your keys, your wallet, everything you need before you go out the door. Of course, bring you some snacks or have you a way of eating, and you know, we all eat different and gotta do what we gotta do for our diets, but just have what you need. Make sure you got some water. Hello, you gotta have at least some water, right? Okay. So yeah, that marker, a nice chisel one too. Like, it's okay if you got a little regular Sharpie, but I'm talking about get you a wide Sharpie so you can see the number on the package. Because when I tell you, like, you know, you need to be able to see it and hit it on every end like I do. This is the technique I do. So that no matter where it is in your car, when packages shift and all that other stuff, you know which one it is. You ain't got to be fumbling with the box, turning it over 20 times. You know, I try to hit my boxes almost every panel, or every side of it, but I may leave one panel blank, whatever. I'm going to hit it at least 3 times, 3 panels, because I want it to be obvious when I stop which one is coming out. Ain't gonna be, it just, you need time. You're up against the clock. They're not rushing you. They tell you with this app, with Veho, you got all day, literally. They want you should, like I said, the order is, they'll let you know, we expect this might be 4 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. They hardly ever say 7, but when it says 6, that means 7. Whatever it says, add an hour. The reason why I say that is because when you get there, it's gonna be 20 to 30 minutes just to pack up and do all of that labeling. Plus, you're gonna have, this other thing I didn't realize on my first day, started realizing on my second day, I was like, oh damn, I'm missing a package. You're gonna be missing packages sometimes. Sometimes there's a line of other people, usually about 2 or 3. They get you in and out. They don't want people standing around talking to the guy or gal who's checking that on the computer and scanning and making sure everything's whatever. They're gonna want you to get back to your car and keep loading. So they don't, you know, it's not a real shoot, at least the one I go to, it's not a shoot the breeze type environment. Very few people are laughing all loud and talking about this and that and everything. Folk focus. They're there to work. Folk there to get that money. They ain't, you know, it ain't that kind of environment. And they're not necessarily blatantly rude, but I do notice the staff is very dry. Like, they ain't really trying to talk to you. You trying to, like, hey, how you doing? And, yeah, okay, can I see your license? I gotta scan it. Can I see your phone? Because I gotta scan it inside the app. Okay. You go in the bay, whatever. They give you the number. You drive over to that. You wait for the folks to bring up the items, and you load. And that's it. They want you in and out because, and I get, it doesn't have to be an attitude. You'd actually have it flow better if you had better, it's not even customer, you're all working for the company, but fellow employee, quite frankly, because hey, never take for granted the people that are the reason you even got something to scan. Because the word get out, them folk don't know how to treat folk when you do have problems or whatever. And I'm not saying they don't. The people who do the scanning when you're missing the order and everything, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. You know, but the other people, the check-in folk, and some of the people that bring the boxes, man, they don't even barely want to look you in the eye half the time. It's crazy. Like, what the fuck, man? I'm so sick of people with all this ratchet energy. It's disgusting. So we're gonna go tit for tat on the good and the bad. Let me get back to some of the good. What just happened when I dropped out this order? It was 3 minutes between the place, 3 minutes now between the next place I gotta be. So the average, once you get to where you'll be delivering, sometimes you gotta drive to it. Now that will be a thing. I have had that where I drove 40 minutes to get to where I would be delivering. But then once you get there, you're generally in a cluster of that area and you're gonna be just doing drops, just, you know, like 1 minute to 4 minutes, no more than that between each house that you got to drop to. So I love that. And it reminds me of when I worked for the Brown Shield with the gold. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? With the parcels, you know what I mean? I did that for Christmas one time, and it was, okay, what's this car doing? Like, really? You all over in my lane? Golly. Yo! Like, this kid, I see him in the car, those damn teenagers out here trying to be fly. Turning the corner so hard, you all over in my lane. Like, what the hell is you doing? Okay, we're gonna focus. So yeah, you know, you will have short, like I'm 2 minutes away now. So I love that because you're hopping in, you're hopping out, and before you know it, you're gonna get your steps in. You're gonna be getting some miles out of this thing. If you're looking to get a little bit of a workout while you at work, which I like that. That's the thing I love most about career work is I'm not a sit down in a cubicle, never in my life type guy. Fortunately, these jobs that should pay more because we're bringing the person that's sitting on their behind, maybe that gets the 6 figures, what they need to finish that project they're working on. Like, I'm literally delivering that component for your computer that you gotta have to finish this thing to get paid so you can go to Jamaica next month. You know, like, so why the hell can't I go to Jamaica whenever I want to, doing what I'm doing? Like, that's a whole nother side comment. I just had to throw it in for my people, all my folk in the struggle. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I ain't worrying about the others that don't understand, you know. And we educated too, by the way, you know what I'm saying? Bachelor's degree, everything, created something called HonestCon. It's amazing that y'all are here to watch, thank you. You know, so we doing what we supposed to do. It's just whether or not the system gonna be against us. So that's why y'all gotta hit that subscribe button. This is just a reminder of how important it is. It's just a reminder of just how important it is. Anyway, shout out to Southwest Atlanta, the SWATs where I'm at. This is the stomping grounds over here, baby. It's one of my other areas, you know what I'm saying? They put me over here today. I laughed because I hadn't done any orders over here. And I said, oh damn, they got me in some of the home team. Wow. Okay, all right. It's gonna be a good day. At least be familiar, you know. And the route is not that long. I think it said 3.5 hours, but I'm gonna go ahead and call that 4.5. Yeah, I always say just add 1 and maybe even add a little more. So 4.5 is what I'm gonna say, because you will have a situation where, you know, it's gonna be stuff. Like, I was at the warehouse and I'm missing 2 of my packages. But before I even got to the point in scanning of knowing I was missing 2, that was at the very end of me scanning 30-something boxes, which ain't bad because I've done 70-something boxes. And when I was with the parcels that one Christmas shoot, man, we used to have 80 to 100 plus days, like 110 packages. Hello, what we doing? All right, thank you. Somebody behind you, be careful, he's backing up. That's another thing to tell you, don't do no backing up. Please don't back up. If you ain't got to back up, don't back up. Don't put yourself in a position to have to back up, because that's how stuff happens. And don't park in driveways, because as soon as you do, somebody's coming home. And they looking at you like, what you do? Who are you? And they forgot they have packages being delivered. Some fantasy in their mind, they think that it's always going to be a recognizable vehicle in this age of the gig work. We the ones doing it, so support us, donate to us, give a tip, be proper when you order stuff, people. Thank you. Another thing I would say I like about the app is when you take your pictures to verify that you did drop it off at the right house or right business or whatever it is, you can see previous drivers' pictures. So you know you're at the house you're supposed to be at, because you're like, oh yeah, that's it, that's what it looked like. And I cannot tell you how much that helps. I don't know if they changed it, but when I was working with the Browns, they don't have that. Working with Wally, they don't have that. No app I've ever used, and I've done about 2 other delivery apps. None of them had that. They don't do that, and it's ridiculous. Like, that helps so, it's immensely helpful. Because when you out here, man, I'm telling you, you can have a situation where the GPS is not accurate. We all know that. And then you could not even be in front of the house. They also had a little map that shows you the dot. And that's all that matters, is that dot. Like, you just, sometimes you have to cut the GPS off and just follow the dot. Just, okay, that street, okay, that is big, okay. And then I go, okay, oh yeah. Like, literally, you know? And then when you get there, you're going to have pictures, more than likely. Because I'd say about 90% of all the stops have pictures from previous drivers. Some of them don't, and then if some of the pictures are whack, you know how that can be. But most of them, you know, people know how to take a picture with their phone, and you know what you're looking at. So that is a plus. Another tip, it should be pretty obvious, I'm creeping up on a gate right now. I always creep up on the gate because you don't know if it opens towards you or out. It's absolutely ridiculous that they ever even made gates that open toward the car. But they exist. But yo, we here for it, man. We working, and we happy to be working in a place where some people just don't even have a job right now. So I know how universe blessed I am. Universe blessed all day, every day, any day. Thank you, universe. I hope y'all got something from this. Oh, hold on. Last but not least, let me tell y'all something. Have you some cleaning products in your car, and when you're loading the packages, and this go for any of these gigs, make sure nothing's leaking. I had a package that was leaking. Luckily, I noticed it. I said, wait a minute, where's this drip coming from? I see drip on some of my other boxes, and they're all on this rack. And I said, wait a minute. That means, oh no, one that I already put in my car. Why that thing had like shrimp or fish juice? You couldn't tell. I mean, you know, you smell like, oh, hell no, right? So of course, that box didn't go. And they don't even trip. I give them credit, because I just knew somebody gonna be acting stupid. Oh man, it's no problem, we'll just tape it up. Tape my ass. I'm not putting that in my car. Dude didn't give me, I had my speech ready, I could save it. He didn't even give me no trouble. He was just like, oh, okay, no problem, cut it off. And like I said, they don't play. They trying to, they just keep it moving, man. Just keep it moving. I understand. I wouldn't want that in my car either. It was said without being said. He just like, no problem, got you. You good. And so that was that. But then the problem is, the smell, I probably have at least one drip, and I couldn't find it. So I sprayed in that area with some alcohol, took it down a little bit. I don't smell it like I was smelling it, but man, golly. You know, these are the things that happen, y'all. And a tip that I'll give you, I saw somebody else say in another video for folks who do gig work and delivery work one time, said, if you can afford to get yourself a little tarp, get you a tarp and put it in your car. That's a really good tip. I actually have not been doing that, and I need to get back to doing that, because at least you got something down in case of stuff like that. You know, sometimes you picking up bags of soil, you know, something at the Wally World especially. Sometimes you picking up doggone mulch and all kind of crazy stuff. You really never know what the day is going to be for the orders. You don't know what they're going to put on you until you get there. So, yeah, y'all, drive safe, be safe in general. Keep living the dream, everybody. Subscribe and live your best art life. It's Honest Con. Let's go.